This year we're going to do back to school night with videos that you're going to submit to Flipgrid. And the first step is going to be to record your video. You have a couple of different options here. One option could be that you just talk to the video, talk through your webcam. And so what you'll do is you'll find the link and you'll go into the link. Then you'll get this grid that will come up. And after some people respond, you'll see little boxes and it'll have their image. And then when you click on the image, it will have their video. For you to record your video, you're going to click on this pulsing video camera here. So click on that. You might, for the first time, I get a little thing up in the corner that says to allow recording. So you just have to hit allow. And you have a number of different options that I want to explore and show you before we get started. You can do uploading of a clip. If you click on this, you would only be able to upload files that are .mov, MP4s, or WEBM. So if you wanted to pull the file in from Screencastify and then upload the video, you could do that. Or as long as it's got the .mov, .mp4. Just make sure that it is those things, because if it's not, then you would have recorded that whole video and then now you have a problem. But if you want to keep it simple, you could just hit record, this little button right here, and it will start, and you can just record from there. Another option could be for you to record your screen, and I'll walk you through that a little bit later. But that's if you had, like, let's say, a PowerPoint that you wanted to show, you can use that as an option. So I'm just going to do the simplest option, which is going to be to hit this button right here and then hit record. You also have some effects if you want. You can put in some filters that kind of change the look a little bit if you wanted to do that, or if you want to keep it really simple, is fine too. But I believe you have to hit on those filters before you start recording. So I'm going to hit record and I'm going to get started in a second. There also is a sticky note up here. You can play around with that. If you wanted just to see what the topic was, that's what that book thing means. All right, so simple recording. I think that's probably going to be what most people want to do. Welcome to the 2020 school year. It's really exciting to be back with students this year, even if it is remotely. Thank you so much for working hard behind the scenes to make sure that everyone is able to get into the course. So far, we have had no real issues with people getting into the Zoom meeting, and that's great. So obviously this year is really different, and I wanted to go over a little bit about this course. I'll stop there. Okay, so obviously you're going to do a longer recording than that. I just wanted to give you a sense of what that actually would look like. I could redo things if I wanted to. I could, or I could just go to the next part. So I'm going to go to the next part and click next. And this is where I can review, edit, or add more video if I wanted to. All right, so there's a little bit of video editing here that you can do. It's not necessarily obvious at first, but you actually can get rid of a little bit of, some video at the end. So I kind of said some things at the end. Maybe I don't want them to hear that, and so I could trim that down if I wanted to. I hit confirm, and now the clip is shorter. If I was like, oh, you know what, I needed to add one more thing, I could do that. I can click on add more. Just make sure that you sign the syllabus by this Friday. Thank you very much. Put that in there. It reviews the clip. I can continue to edit that out. I actually like the way that is. But if I wanted to, I could reorder the clips if I chose. I can continue to add more if I wanted to. But if I feel like I'm done, I'm just going to hit next. And this part is just what the thumbnail is going to be. So you just snap a picture of yourself. You can upload something if you want to, if you have an image that you really like of yourself. But I'm just going to do a simple smile, like a DMV smile. Okay, there's my DMV smile. I could, if I wanted to, put in some filter, make it look a little bit different. That's okay. I'll click on next and go to the next part. It's uploading the video. Okay, so we're ready to upload. You have a couple of different options here. in order to keep things organized so that parents can find things and that the people that are working behind the scenes that are making the website can make sure that it's easy for parents to find, is that we need you to fill these things in a particular way. So the first part is for you to put in your first name and last name, because some people have don't have unique last names. So we need to have that there. And then if you've got a link to your course website, or if you've got the presentation that you wanted to share, or some sort of document, you could put a link to that and put that there. I don't have a link, so I'm going to leave that blank. And then I'm going to put my title. So for the title, we're going to ask that you put the name of the course. So I'm going to put in AP and try and match what it is in Genesis so that it's easy for us to make sure that we've got every single course. United States History. And then in parentheses, we want you to put the blocks that you teach things. So you're going to do one video per the course. And then you could put in the blocks that you teach it. So I'll put in 1A, 3A, and 4A. That's how we want that to look. It'll be the easiest place for us to put things. We have 100 characters that we can work with, so it's the best place to put in the name of the course. And I'm going to hit submit. And then I hit complete. Now the video's there. It won't be there necessarily immediately, but if you refresh and refresh, you'll eventually get it there. Let's say you decided that you wanted to record another response for another course, and in this one you wanted to do it a little bit differently. You've decided that you'd actually like to do this recording with a screencast. So I'm going to pull up my back to school night, because I actually have a slideshow that I use for back to school night. Okay, so here's the back to school night. I've got it up and ready. I'm going to click on my options and I'm going to record screen, start recording. And then I'm going to pick the screen that has where the back to school night slideshow is. I'm going to click on share. And then I'm going to get started. All right, guys, welcome back to school. This is the 2020 school year, and this is what the schedule is for the year. This is my name, my contact information. I'm available in these ways. Here's a little bit about me. Here's what we're going to study in government, course expectations, grading policy, APR scores, and then what you can do at home. Okay, so now I'm going to stop sharing. So it says Flipgrid is sharing your screen. If I hit stop sharing, it will stop that. Okay. Now you can see that what's nice about this is that they're able to see your screen. I'm not certain. I don't think that Flipgrid, the reason why I'm here in the corner, I think is just because I'm using Screencastify to record this. So I think you wouldn't see your face. You would just see the screen. So just be aware of that. That might be a reason to want to upload. So then I hit next. If I wanted to trim things, I could. Like I said, double click on it and then move things around, hit confirm, and you've changed the clip a little bit. But I'm going to leave it from there. I'm going to take my little selfie. That's a terrible shot. I'm leaving it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to use this to illustrate how you do it. Same thing again. You're going to put your full name. I know that not a lot of people like to do that, but for the purpose, I have no link here. For the purpose of organizing things, this is going to be best. And advanced placement U.S. history. Not exactly what it was, but just for argument's sake, I'll do 1A, 3A, and 4A. And I'm going to hit submit. All right, so now that's been done. So if you refresh this page, you'll eventually see that there are 2 responses. If I click on this one, there'll be the ability for me to play this back and see what it is that I am saying. Okay. There is another option. Another option is for you to actually upload a recording. So I'll show you how you do that. You click on the link to the thing that you're going to. Oh, actually, you can just click here. This other option is for you to record your screen, mirror your screen, upload a clip. So I'm going to find a file. So I'm going to go into my drive and look for a video. that I have already made. So you would maybe use Screencastify as your video, and I'm going to download this particular video. Go back to Flipgrid. I'm gonna, after this finishes downloading, and I don't think it's super long, but it might take a little bit of time, so I'll pause here and we'll come back when it's done. Okay, so it's finished. You then drag the file, you put it in. Now it uploads the file. The reason why it worked well is because it was one of the supported file extensions. Remember, there's only 3 of them: MP4, WEBM, and .move. If you're doing it from Screencastify, it will work. You can upload the video that way. So then now it's uploaded the video. I'm going to hit next. Oh, I have to shorten the video because it's only supposed to be 1 minute and 46 seconds, and I have far longer than that. So I'm just going to cut it down to 1 minute. Confirm. Just remember that when you're uploading the video, you can record on another place for longer than 10 minutes, but you'll only have 10 minutes to use for the recording. So you'll eventually have to cut it down. So just make sure that your video is within the time frame. And then you click on next, do your selfie, click on next, it uploads the video. Same thing as before, full name. No link, but you could have a link. I'm going to just write the shortened version of my course, 1A, always in parentheses, 1A. You really should write the full name, but I'm just doing this to do it more quickly. And 4A. Then you hit submit. Yes, complete. It may not be there immediately, but then there it is. So what will happen in the background is that we're going to take this link here, just your video of your course, and I'll say it'll be easy for us to identify because it actually says what the course blocks that you're teaching, and we'll put that into the website, and then parents will be able to find you and then be able to watch your video. So just a reminder, you click on the record button, allow for all the permissions. You have 3 different ways that we think would be best for recording this video. One is just for you to record from here just by hitting this button, record your screen, or if you are interested in doing a Screencastify or some other software to create a screen recording, work with it there, and then put it in. Whichever option you want to use. I personally think it's so easy for you to create the recording straight from Flipgrid that I don't know if I would want to use Screencastify in this case, because it'll be so much faster for you to just upload, for you just to create the video right from the settings in Flipgrid, and you have all these editing options. And I think that's probably the easiest way to do it, but if you want to be more advanced, you can. Okay, thank you very much. And back to school night's just around the corner.